Hello, and welcome once again to another episode of Third Action. I'm your lovely host, Jason, and these are the same three virologists that were here last week. In the bottom left, we have Regan Belladonna, Academy Wizard, played by Char.
Oh, I just saw Alex's cat in the background, and I'm very happy.
In the bottom middle, we have Tullios Couldarn, Human Fighter, played by Will.
Howdy, howdy.
And in the bottom right, we have Felix Milos, Human Bard. I never say human for you for some reason. But Human Bard, played by Alex. Hello.
Hello.
And last time on Third Action, our group of intrepid adventurers very, very quickly dealt with the Blood Veil. Using the notes that they had thankfully assembled from three of the major researchers, they were able to come up with a cure in just one day, noting the irregularities that the three of the scientists could have realized had they simply worked together. You managed to put things together pretty quickly and develop a cure that relied on the blood of the Mirakovas, who seem to be the strongest connected people to the Foxglove family, which in turn seem to have the highest resistance to this disease. And by infusing this alchemical partial blood concoction with the divine energies of the I forgot the ritual name. What's it called? Heart something heart. A ritual. What is normally a marriage ritual, converted those divine energies into something a little bit more, a little bit looser, a little bit more familial. You've effectively succeeded at connecting a large part of the city into one big happy family, allowing the cure to spread as if it were its own virus, infecting people with good vibes and clearing them. Oh yeah, thank you, Heartbond. Clearing their skin, refreshing their vitality, and yours as well, as you were also infected by this malady. But some weeks passed as you fought the disease, reducing the victims down to under 1,000 total by the end, which awarded you a lot of fame and reputation throughout the city as the people responsible for helping develop a cure, as well as Mayhem, who was seemingly credited with rooting out the problem in the first place. The discovery of the evil Dr. Davilis, who had created the disease and spread it throughout the city. The crown thanked you for your efforts, granting you a shitload of gold, or platinum, I think. And afterwards, you all had a big old party to celebrate. Or big old party was thrown for you back at the Script and Scrimshaw. The lovely little inn that is like a little home away from home, or a literal home, depending on which of you we're talking about. Ishani's not here anymore. But as the night wraps up, the others all head home, and you're sort of like the last three. I guess 4 if you count Majenko. Just there in the bar, having some light conversation as like the last person. Who's the last person? I guess it's probably Shields from Flame. She's probably the hardiest drinker of anyone there, and doesn't show any signs of being drunk at all, despite having had many, many beers by this point. But she's gotten tired and waves you off as she leaves. The hour is late. It is... it's actually like just after midnight. It's like 1 a.m. Frast the 11th. This is a... What day of the week is this? This is an Oath Day, a Thursday.
This is a great time to start like another infiltration somewhere.
A Thursday.
You look at each other, I guess perhaps still weary from all of these experiences, but you've made it through. Resolve has carried you this far. All that waits is to see whatever it is the Queen has planned for this big execution coming up. You've heard the word. Dr. Davalos has been captured by the city and is being currently interrogated and is set to be executed 2 days from now. I don't remember what I said last week, but he will be executed on Star Day, the 13th of Farast.
At what time?
At high noon, like middle of the day.
Ooh. Okay.
You're guessing they picked a weekend so that most people in the city can attend, or like whoever wants to attend can attend. It's clearly going to be like a big event. Nothing brings people out like a good old public execution of a hated enemy.
It's a family event. I'll go to the hanging.
It's chop off his head.
What do you guys do? You're there alone in the bar. Things are quiet for once.
I don't like that.
I don't like that.
I don't like that things are quiet.
I'm honestly glad that things are quiet for once. The city seems to be finally like getting back to a somewhat healthy place.
If you would say that, sure. But
I mean,
Provost is still quarantined, last I heard.
Oh yeah.
hopefully as cases continue to trend down, that'll lift. Like goods will return to the city, and maybe at some point we'll actually get into the northern half again. Get to see old Corvosa.
They like blew up all the bridges, didn't they?
Yes. All of the bridges across the Narrows. I'm going to show you over here. Yeah, over here. The only bridge left standing is the main shore bridge, which is currently very heavily policed by the Corvosan Guard and the Grey Maidens. All of the other little bridges have been like destroyed fully. This is a very aggressive measure to keep people.
Like that was a wild reaction to whatever that was.
As many reactions as of late have been.
They kept one bridge.
That one still doesn't quite make sense, knowing what we know now about how the blood veil was spread. Like many of the actions the crown has taken, it just doesn't make sense. Either way, I am glad that we've all managed to survive this far. And even if you don't like the quiet, I welcome it as compared to the chaos.
There's still unanswered questions. I need to get my little chart out again. But not
Regan's like digging through her bag.
too many unanswered questions. But I don't know. Quiet is nice when no one's actively trying to kill us. It's nice, or when we're not trying to kill anyone. But I sure wonder if it's going to be another weird execution.
I can only imagine the level of security around this one. No high walls to jump over.
If it's actually going to be the guy, I assume it might have to be because so many people saw him. Or maybe not that many people saw him. But I feel like enough people would see him that putting someone that wasn't him up there would be a little odd.
Like, they could just as well have a hood on him from the moment he walks out
Oh,
into public,
yeah.
and we never actually get confirmation that the person they say is executed is executed. I'm with you. I think this is the Crown attempting to show they are in control.
It wouldn't surprise me if they actually did have Dr. Davilis, though. She wouldn't want him being able to talk. So putting him to death would make that very convenient. Other which we had gotten our hands on him instead, but wasn't to be.
At least we got some of his notes before he burned the place down.
That came in handy, it seems like, so. Something, but what was the point? Was it just to cause death and destruction?
I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think about why they would get called out. Like, these were people with incredibly evil and like powerful resources at hand. We saw not just Rolf, but Dr. Davilis himself and our friendly neighborhood vampire, who all were seemingly summoned here in the name of joining Andiacid to make a very, evil plague. That is not like, you don't accidentally gather those people together. Someone put a lot of energy and resources into this.
Did we determine if Van Dyson had a purpose to her plot? Did she have notes that she left behind by chance, or a journal? Would make our lives easier if they wrote their thoughts down, but not everybody does.
I think I saw a journal. I just assumed she was very Ergothoa in.
Felix makes a good point. They brought a lot of different, diverse interests together. So I'm trying to determine what end.
Well, if the queen wasn't involved, which I wouldn't say, but if she wasn't, they really snuck in under her nose with all the physicians being, at least the ones there being in the cult.
It's not as though the Queen would be conducting inspections of all of these doctors herself. I don't believe she has much. Does she have any medical training? What training does the Queen have? Like,
The
she was
queen.
just married
Being-
to an old guy and became queen because of that, right?
Yeah, I think her primary training is being suddenly thrust into power.
Yeah, she's very young. Questionably so.
She like 19, or is she?
Yeah.
Okay. Or is she 17?
Oh, gonna make killing her feel weird.
So she's 19. Well, maybe she shouldn't be so mean then.
That's
would-
true.
You can kill a child if the child is really evil.
And she's like, I think 19 now. She married the king
Yeah.
like a year
Oh, wow,
or a year and a half ago.
Ooh.
Mm,
He's dead.
But-
It's very sus.
to my knowledge, she didn't come into it from any field of training or expertise. She was just
No,
somebody
she
from
was
Cheliax,
just
I think?
Yep, she's just from Cheliax. She is like of a noble house there.
Sure.
They just were like, go marry. Well, I guess that makes sense. Go marry a king.
I mean, great, but then but that goes back to my point of she wouldn't be able to tell a doctor real from a doctor who's fake on site
mean,
anyway, so
He also died from a mysterious illness. I don't know if, because since no one could really examine him.
Well, didn't they
I
try
wouldn't
to
know if it was the
frame
same
somebody
one.
for his murder after that?
Yeah,
So now they
she poisoned him.
claim it's poison.
Yeah.
And like you're not wrong in that we seem to have found evidence that a master disease maker was involved in all of this. And who knows how long they'd been in the city. Like I don't imagine that was a pop-up like temple to Urgathoa. You don't put one of those together in a weekend with a can of paint. Someone like built that.
The weird basement. Yeah.
Did we determine who built that?
It was there for a while, but nope.
House Arcona's stuff was there, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's loose ends of why was their stuff there.
and House Arcona is located in the north side, in old Corvosa.
Yeah,
Yes,
real
they're-
convenient to prevent any investigation.
They're one of the oldest, and most wealthy families of I forget what they're called, the Great Five families of the city.
Mhm.
The Great Houses. But yes, they are basically entirely in Old Corvosa.
Yeah, the mystery note we got also seems to imply that before it was the hospice, it was a warehouse, and that it always kind of had the secret basement that wasn't in any official city records, that was used for secret meetings.
Mhm.
So, and then it got renovated for what it was now. So it might not have always been a temple-y area, but it was always ooh, they're up to no good down there. At least that's what it seems.
House Arcona's a shipping family, so they would have warehouses and could spare one, I'm sure, for this purpose without an issue.
I also want to know who wrote this letter. Another end. It's open.
They know us, which is the somewhat scary part.
I think they know Mayhem.
And they also
Not
know
personally, but
they know the bard and know to drop it off.
oh yeah. They know all of us. Our secrets are
Every
safe.
time they try to inform the authorities about this unlawful addition, messages end up a dead end.
Well, they just kill them. They just murder the messengers.
No, it really implies that while this building was sort of off the books, someone of the crown knew enough about it to like squash every attempt at investigation.
Mm.
Someone high enough up in the guard to be able to like kill a tip like that.
Well, the guard's basically not even around anymore. When I was there the other day, most of the guards were at home or had been put on duty other places. There's nobody out enforcing laws right now. Besides, I guess, the Queen's Guard.
Suspicious again.
Yeah. I don't know. You have a test tomorrow, don't you, Regan?
I took my test. Didn't I
Well,
take
some-
my test?
Tomorrow's Fire Day again.
Oh shit.
It's every week.
When did the oh yeah. Fuck, I have to
always
take another
tests.
test. Yeah, I guess I have a test. Oh, the time sure flies when you're curing the entire city.
Maybe they'll give you credit for that instead. I don't know. You'd think they should. I would think they would.
No, they don't care about that. they'll just be like, "Oh, you were working? Yeah, you can have a little extra time, but you still have to take your test."
Here's some
Nothing's
extra
more
credit.
important than our summoning classes.
Your summoning seems to work just fine.
Thank you.
You do summon strange things, but they work very well, so...
Like summoning usual things would be even weirder. Like, here's my summon Fred.
I
He
mean,
is a
you
human
could summon
man.
Majenko. That would be expected, normal.
Well, he's normal, but my summons are-
Normal.
What?
He
Yeah.
like puffs out silvery smoke onto the table.
He's a house drake.
Yes, we see those all over the place.
What is normal anyway? Let's talk. Do you want
Usually
to get to a
alive,
discussion?
less dead,
Oh, living
and definitely
things
not
are
undead.
normal.
I would not consider undead to be normal.
Mm. You're sounding a lot like the Church of Pharasma. Ooh, don't roll
just
your
saying.
eyes.
Undead or not, it's not normal to be undead. That's an extra step that
For
had to be
them,
taken.
it's normal. That's their situation.
Hmm.
And they are making the best of it.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that.
That's fine. This old man narc. I actually don't know how old Tully is. Is he in his 30s?
He's getting closer to 50, but he's in his late
Oh, okay.
40s.
All right, he is old then.
Yeah, he's old.
According to her.
Oh, actually, sorry, mid 40s. Excuse me.
Old narky guard fireman.
Mm-hmm.
He just no fun. You're no fun. That's fine. But we're glad you're here still.
Thanks for bringing me back again. By the way,
Oh yeah.
Always
It's
happy
very
to
exciting.
save you, but we do need to try to stop doing this.
yes. I'm hoping. I would like to hope that this is the end of it, and there will be no more nonsense going on in Corvosa. But somehow I don't get the feeling that's the case.
You think you
So-
get something special on your like third death? Like
You know, if I do, I'd rather find out and have it be a surprise rather than aiming for it to find out what the actual result is. Just throwing that out there.
no, I think that's a good idea.
It's like
If
a
it-
frequent flyer card. You just get
Yeah,
a
a
stamp.
punch.
Maybe they won't charge us for the third one.
Oh,
Buy two,
maybe
get one free.
Rasmus's just like, oh my god, just fucking go.
Is it you again?
Stop it.
Get out of here!
Like kind of almost like being a little undead for a tiny bit.
If
Just
you
like-
say so. I
I
don't.
feel like
it
there's like a
didn't feel-
millisecond where she's like making stuff up now. She's like a little tiny piece.
Don't remember being any way alive at all in between when I died and when I woke up. Beyond, there was a hallway.
Ooh.
I don't think you took me any place like that.
Does it change each time? Is there always a hallway?
It was different the first time. This was a little more clear cut. Maybe I died enough that I'm now used to the process and they didn't feel the need to give me any extra pomp and circumstance. Here's some doors. Which way do you want to go?
I got to choose doors. Were there 2 doors or was it lots of doors?
There were several. There were only 2 that I noticed. One of them was kind of glowing. That caught my attention, and I felt drawn towards that. And when I opened it, I was alive again, or awake again, at least.
I'm glad you picked the door to bring you back to us.
There's no other option. We have work to do.
That's right. That's a good attitude.
And as you say that, the 3 of you feel something about you like start to kind of like vibrate slightly. I guess it depends on where you put these, but
Is my pager going
Uh,
off?
Ooh.
your
My phone.
each of you has a stack of cards.
My back
Wherever
starts to
you've
rumble.
got that, it starts to kind of like rattle.
Hope I have it. Oh my goodness. Do you people not silence your phones?
Silence does not vibrate. Silence is silence. Thank you very
It
much.
doesn't. Mine's in my
It's not like
pack.
loudly vibrating. Like you can just like feel like a slight rattling in your pack.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'm going into my backpack
I'll-
to
Yeah,
go and
I'll
fetch.
I'll fish it out from a pocket I keep it in.
I assume that there's something going on for Zalara, so I'll just pull my part of the deck out and set it in the center of the table. I don't know if we need to recombine them or not, but
yeah.
When you
I'll
set
set it.
yours on the table, Tully, one card is sitting on top of it, face up. The Vision. Ooh. It's the
Ooh.
card of today.
woo!
I forgot to draw before the session started.
We got into it.
I
It's good.
forgot as well.
The Vision. When the other two of you put your cards on the table, you also see the empty throne
Mm.
and the keep. There's like a
Throne it.
very faint glow about them. But unlike the other times that you've assembled the cards, you don't see Zalara form.
She said last time that her purpose here was fading.
I'll pick up the the keep hero card, and what were the other two?
The keep, the empty throne, and the vision.
Empty throne and the vision. Yeah, I'll pick up the keep and just kind of hold it for a moment.
You can hear like a very faint whisper. Zalara's voice, perhaps, or maybe it's just like a wailing scream of the dead that you've still got kind of slightly echoing in your ears. I probably shouldn't whisper into the mic, but it whispers home.
I'll hold up a different card, the empty throne, to my ears. Do I hear a similar screaming, whispering, screaming, whispering?
Yeah, it's just almost like a very, very faint, extra distant banshee wail. Not pained, but like it's just trying to reach you and just says home.
Does my card also say it? She'll pick up the last one.
The vision.
The vision.
Yes, you hold up the vision and you two hear that faint voice. It's almost like it's calling you to home.
Should we be going back to visit Zalara's home?
I think that might be what she means here. Like, you have to
You are all
imagine.
hearing what I'm hearing, right?
Yeah. Home.
Yeah, home.
Okay, good. Just making sure I wasn't hearing something else.
It might be the place where her connection is the strongest now.
I can believe that.
We can have a field trip. It's like right around the corner.
Tully will take his mug and just down the rest of his pint of whatever he was drinking.
Ooh, very brave.
You know, I was joking about a middle of the night adventure, but I guess. And Felix will
Yeah,
do the
1
same.
a.m. It's time for a seance reading or something. Let's
It's not
go
usually
talk
what
to
I do
some
at 1 a.m.,
ghosts.
but it's fine. We'll do it.
All right. So you stack the cards, pocket them, and decide to make a little trip across the Midlands down to Zalara's house. It only takes you like 5 minutes to get there. It's pretty close by. That. Yes. You arrive. Her door is there, still closed, locked as it was last you were here. I believe Felix probably has the key on his key ring.
I think so. I'll open the door.
I'll just say narratively you took it. She told you to take it or something at some point.
As we're
Even if we
approaching,
didn't
there's
do
no
it.
signs of other entrance. I mean, the house has
No.
been abandoned for a couple weeks. I don't know if anybody's tried to break into living here or something.
It doesn't look like it. Many of the other houses that you passed by on the street had like cross marks in red paint over the doors to indicate like victims of blood veil. Some of those have had those like partially washed off. There's still like residue of that. But this neighborhood looks pretty calm. There's no sign of break-in on our windows. Curtains are still drawn.
That's good. Okay. If you would, Felix.
Yeah, I'll use the key on what I can only presume is a comedy size key ring.
Yes, you just have a lot of keys.
It's a big old hoop.
Keymaster.
That's a key. That's a key. That's a key blade. Ew. And I'll open the door.
Door opens and the faint scent of incense still somehow lingers in the air within.
Ooh.
Probably pulls the
Wow.
Everlight crystal out so he can see.
Gosh.
Blind.
So bright.
I think the block can see us.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, get inside.
Yeah, bring the spotlight in.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, her colorful place, still just as colorful as it ever was. Scattered rugs and blankets all about. Many plants, like potted plants that are. A lot of them are now dying as they've been left untended for a couple months now.
No.
But her reading table is still there, still present as it always was. The 3 chairs arranged around it. Regan takes a seat at the far chair. Or the chair on what would be Zalara's right. Felix takes the center chair. And Tully takes the third on the left.
Mhm.
Nothing immediately happens.
I'll take my deck out and put it, or my 1/3, and kind of put it down, see if anything happens.
Do the same.
As well. Yeah.
Yeah, the cards start to glow on top, and ghostly hands form and push the cards together as Zalara takes form before you. She is seated at her bench. I'm sorry for the vague messaging, but my time here grows ever shorter. I apologize, but I felt that it may be time for perhaps my final reading to you.
Ooh. I'll listen intently.
Yeah.
I can find my notes. There they are.
She shuffles the cards, and almost magic, like her hands just kind of float over the cards, and they shuffle, unshuffle, shuffle, unshuffle. The whole deck kind of floats off to the side, and 9 cards peel off and lay themselves on the table in a 3x3 grid. The ever so familiar choosing. Now we begin, she says, with her eyes closed, waving her hands kind of over the cards. Let me get my reading out so I can actually do that reading for you. goes. There it is. I think I can do it. Does that work? Oh, I need to start it first. Alright. Begin reading. And show players. Figure can now all observe it, hopefully.
I can see it.
Popped up to me.
Excellent.
There's a thing.
So, the cards appear. Can I move this at all? No. We'll just have to block place. Wait, 1 second. I can't get rid of that. There we go. Alright. Weird meta things. Okay. Okay, so the cards shuffle and, flow into a 3x3 grid, these 9 cards. First, we begin the choosing. Sorry. This choosing, I feel drawn to the suit of books. It calls to me, for its pages hold many secrets, dark secrets essential to unraveling this web of lies and conspiracies strangling our city. As she seems to finish gesturing over the 9 cards, I ask you each, one by one, to pick. And you can click on, go one at a time. Tell me who's going first.
I can go first. Since my name is first.
All right.
So I'll pick
Regan,
that one.
you flip the center card of the grid, revealing the hidden truth. An elderly wizard is pointing down at a bookmarked page in some ancient tome. His other hand pointing up, a single finger illuminated by a brilliant red flame. Ah, Regan, you have revealed the hidden truth. The colors bleed across the pages, but you will see that what appears as madness is sometimes not. A once abandoned search will soon bear fruits of hidden knowledge to you. And while this truth may not bring you happiness, it will bring vindication. I now ask the next person to choose.
I'll go ahead and draw. Fun.
Tullios, you have drawn the Inquisitor. It seems as if the Inquisitor's chain is passing by your hands. You can choose to grasp it, to hold firm, and if you do, those chains will fall to you. Should you take this task, you will need to be focused, unerring, untrickable, unseducible, in order to pursue the truth that you seek. You must accept absolutely nothing but the truth. She then looks to Felix. Sorry, I didn't say that Tully drew the bottom left card, and now Felix has drawn the top right. So we've got a tic-tac-toe.
It felt wrong not to do it.
Mine was random, so I love that.
All right, you. Sorry, throat ghostly. Felix, you have drawn the traitor. Trader, I should say, to be clear to the audio listeners who might not be able to see the card. The traitor indicates that in the events to come, you will be a mediating force, a deal maker of sorts. Both for physical things and for, more importantly, information. For truth. For lies. But the traitor, he looks favorably upon you. His smile guides your actions. He warns you to be wary that some pacts may have deeper consequences than they may first appear to. But his smile also grants confidence. You should use your leverage as best you can. She then takes the cards, or she waves her hand over the 9 cards. They flip over and shuffle back into the deck. And then the whole deck shuffles in the air. She waves her hand above herself to kind of like spread the cards in an arc. And they all circle and recombine into a single deck, float down into her hand, and then she spreads out the top 9. And now the spread. I will now be revealing the past, its effects on the present, and the future yet to come. Let us begin with the past, she says, holding her hand over to the column to her left. Her finger kind of floats back and forth over the 3 cards in this column, as if she's trying to decide which one to read first. There's some hesitation in her motions that she feels. You can tell that she just feels uncertain, maybe worried. She starts at the top, flipping over the sickness. She seems to let out a kind of like a relieved sigh as she sees it. The sickness in the positive past is thankfully misaligned, she says with a soft smile. You've overcome a great plague, as you obviously know. And though its wounds may linger and fester, I believe your fate is drawn to greater dangers. Her hand draws down to the next card. The neutral past. She flips it. It reveals the eclipse, a group of people cowering in the terrifying inferno of meteors falling during some kind of strange eclipse event. A partial match indicates particular power. As the darkness has faded, you realize that you have lost your path. Your suspicions have taken root, and you can no longer go back to the faith that you once held. Don't worry. This new perspective will guide you in lieu of the sun. And her hand drifts down to the negative match, or negative card. The Tyrant. She pauses and stares at it. Depicts a blue dragon clutching a globe, its claws tearing into its surface, letting blood kind of flow out. She kind of swallows and it seems that a great evil still lurks beneath every house and hearth in Corvosa. Its talons have already sunk in, and they go deeper each day. Its grasp is unliftable. It is a dark tiding indeed, or it is a true match, a powerful danger that awaits us all. She shifts her hand to the present column. And starts from the center. The neutral present. She flips over the courtesan. A masked goblin or some kind of figure. Or a hooded figure, looks like some kind of monstrous human. Who's holding a comedy mask. That looks quite like fine. And has peacock feathers flowing out of it. A courtesan. Card of deception. A partial mask indicates... Or a partial match, excuse me, indicates that the courtesan or courtesans are allowing their masks to slip. True faces are being revealed as the need for social niceties fades. It appears that multiple hooded figures shall reveal themselves to you in the near future. She then lowers her hand to the negative present, flipping it. Again, a small gasp from her. The betrayal. A true match. Particularly strong danger. Perhaps not just one betrayal, but many. I see a hand bearing the traitor's mark, turning on the one who believed they were its master. I see selfishness abound. I see lives being claimed to sate its hunger. I see those who are betrayed, betraying in turn, strengthening the cycle. And then her hand rises to the positive present. She flips it, revealing the Wanderer, a small mouse climbing over a pile of junk. A sense of relief comes across her face. It seems that you are on the cusp of discovering something. The Wanderer, for the Wanderer, this often means something physical, something literal. I see it's something overlooked, something that others might have viewed as trash or unimportant, or I see searching red eyes, distracted, and behind them I see a frame of cold. Behind that, a lock of gold. And there, a legacy. She then, her hand drifts over to the future column. And she starts in the neutral position. The peacock! She almost laughs seeing it. It's hideous rainbow baby
So bad. Why
design.
does it look like that?
It's terrifying.
Oh, it's
Um,
beautiful.
I can't describe this card to you. Look it up. But you, yeah, she flips it over. She almost laughs at it. The peacock. It seems someone of great color, perhaps in garb or in attitude or spirit, stands in your path. But do not worry, as their strangeness is in itself a trap, a distraction, an illusion almost. The peacock stands upon a pile of ashes. Its grandeur is nothing that you cannot overcome. Her hand then drifts down to the negative future. Oh dear. Rakshasa, she says, looking at the card. On its face, a very well-dressed, almost like military commander, sips tea from a mug, but their face is that of a massive, horrifying anglerfish, and both of their hands are backwards, with thumbs on the opposite sides. It is leaning on a statue that is pouring out liquid, and the Rakshasa seems totally in command of its environment. The Rakshasa, a partial match. I sense something strong. Something exerting its dominance upon you. There are forces that wish to control you, to stop you. I see ghostly shapes. I see long blades in the night. I see lumber sawn in twain. Ants scattered about, doing the bidding of their monarch. I see hands reaching out for you. And her own hand drifts towards the positive. Sorry, I'm now describing Will in the chat.
What we're talking about?
That's a gift for people who are watching visually. She flips over the last card, the positive future, revealing the twin. Two humanoid frogs stare at each other.
It's kind of cute.
One of them has a dagger behind their back.
Oh, I didn't see the dagger. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, they're
cute,
both. I
less
think they
cute.
both have lollipops, and one of them has a
Yeah.
dagger behind their back, as they're watching the sunset together.
Knives.
Knivesies.
The dagger's just
um,
for some cake that's off screen that we can't see. Surely.
The twins. I see two great beasts. Feline. Much like yourself, Regan. Large, imposing, circling you. Oh, the fuck? I'm getting a massive ad for Windows 10. Okay. What the fuck just happened? Oh, end of life support. Okay, fine, whatever. Sorry.
That's the
Recent.
twin. It's Windows 10 and Windows 11. And 11 has the knife behind its back.
Yes, exactly. That was a distraction. I recentered my mind. Thank you, Microsoft. Okay. I see great cats circling around you. I see... It seems at first as if they are... that you are the prey, but you will realize in time that they are really circling each other, and that you are simply caught in the middle. This may appear at first like a danger, but you have the opportunity to choose, to make of this situation the best you can, to set the twins against each other. She leans back, lets out a sigh, and opens her eyes. There's a look of calm satisfaction on her face. Again, not the happiest reading, but I cannot help but sense that you are on the cusp of doing great things.
Even greater than what Regan did. She helped cure the plague. I think that was pretty great already.
And passed your exams to boot.
Oh
That
my-
too. That's important. Good job, Regan.
Thank you. I didn't work alone though for the plague.
Well, sure.
That was all of your doing, I sense, but yes. The fate of many lives still hangs in the balance, despite the development of the cure. And you, I believe, will be the key to unraveling this mystery and setting the city on its true, honorable course. She
Certainly try.
shuffles the cards back together and then lays them out into 3 stacks again. Do not worry. Have faith in yourselves, as I do in you. And should you need to speak to me again, please just return here. I'm unsure if I can manifest myself outside of my home for much longer.
Of course.
The cards still hold many secrets for you. In time, I hope that you will learn to see them as I do, even without my guidance. But for now, farewell, my friends, and good luck.
Thank you. Rest easy.
Good luck as well.
She leans back as if to kind of lounge, and as she does, she just kind of like fades into the wood bench. Two little candles on the table flicker on.
Ooh.
Well, that's some sort of guidance, I suppose. Twins.
Twins.
The current leaders, Glorio Arcona and his sister, Malia Arcona, are known for their efforts in building stuff. Are they siblings or are they twins?
You would know that they are siblings.
Okay. It's not them.
Glorio's the older brother and current head of house,
Gotcha.
and the other is basically his like right hand person.
think when you were snooping, you might have also seen a clue about the Wanderer.
About the witch?
Remember the letter on Miss Croft's desk? A lead for the Seneschal?
Yes. It's something.
I keep forgetting about.
The Seneschal's important, but he's also been missing for a while. I don't know that we're going to find him alive when we find him, if we find him. I'm not even sure he's alive now, and these might just be rumors. So,
If he's alive, he's gonna have to have the best story for what he's been doing with his time.
right?
He was in like a little coma. He's like, I don't actually know what happened. You should
Oh,
tell
thanks.
me.
There we go.
Ooh,
Gather us
Smash
together.
cut to
Drew.
him dead in a ditch.
no. But does he still have his jaw?
Nope, of course not.
I think Felix has to learn that spell.
I
think
honestly,
Michael-
we reference it enough. I think we need to.
Be mad if we don't get it. I guess I can get a wand.
We need to go to the wand shop because like all of our toys are broken.
Yeah.
So
It's a very
maybe-
that spell in particular is very sort of rare, uncommon, so you wouldn't
I
expect
believe
to
it.
be able to find it super easily.
That's why we have to teach it.
It's also
Felix.
well after midnight. We should probably head to sleep somewhere.
I have a test tomorrow.
Yes, I think we've.
Did any of Zalara's readings help you for your test tomorrow?
For
I don't know
my
if any of
test?
that was. I don't know if any of it was relevant.
No, I wouldn't say this will help me or harm me in my test.
Fair enough.
I love the peacock.
I do not.
It's a hideous,
It's
hideous
like
card.
a beautiful. No, it's a beautiful Lisa Frank baby with a weird tail. There's so much to see. Everyone should look it up when they have time.
Do I have the old peacock? My new cards are downstairs because I needed them to like practice the reading. But I have the old cards up here.
There, it's a bigger
I was
picture.
trying to see where's the peacock. Oh, the old peacock is like a cute dragon.
Why couldn't we just keep the cute dragon?
No,
What's wrong with the cute dragon?
Kind of see it there.
I mean that's fine, but is it
It's like a little
memorable?
feathery dragon guy.
Yeah.
With like a
This
little
thing has
rainbow.
feathers.
Yeah, but not cutely.
It's got little toes. It's got a little baby belly.
I found the artist's art station. Cool.
Oh, nice.
Acid trip, baby.
Good art.
But yeah, I don't know if they got like if it's just one artist for all of the
It's
tarot
not.
cards
It
or
was
not, but
several
okay.
different ones.
They're all very fun. I like them.
Yes.
I actually need to get a second deck because I used this one actively, so I need a fresh one to sit on my shelf. But yeah.
I think
The
we
reading has
wandered home.
concluded.
And I took lots of notes this time.
Excellent. You can
Will
share
they
your
help?
theories on.
The last one kind of didn't, because I'm stupid. But
Mm-hmm.
let's go.
The episode is still there if you want to go watch it.
Oh, yeah, I took big notes on that one.
All right. So I guess you all head to your respective homes
Yes.
for nice, good sleep.
Good sleep. Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
5 hours, 6,
Close.
7, 8, 9. I got like 10 hours.
Yeah, it feels like a day to sleep in.
Yeah, nice Friday.
It's a nice fire day. The clouds parted. Or sorry, it's not Spire Day yet. It's Oath Day. It's 1 a.m. It was 1 a.m. Oath Day. So
Oh,
your test is
okay, so it was
technically tomorrow.
Tomorrow, so you still have a day to prepare.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
So Mayhem got you all excited for no reason. Sorry.
What day is it? I don't even know. Wake up, go to take tests. Like, oh my god,
Can I just take it now? I'm already here.
give it to me early.
You can ask them too. You have the standing.
Yeah, give me the test early. I have stuff. I don't know if I have stuff to do tomorrow, but I probably do.
I mean, you have an execution
think
to
I'm
attend.
ready. Well, that's
on
Saturday.
Star Day, I think.
That's on Star Day.
Star Day.
I can't keep.
No
How do
one
days
can.
Numbers. Do not
Okay,
know.
my spells. I don't need test form. I don't need to sneak in anymore, so I've opened like 3 spell slots for myself, which is great.
Yeah, the school, the academy grounds are still off limits to non-students right now, but students can still come and go, and like you can bring people in, but like you have to be with a student or a faculty member. And classes have like resumed in full at this point. So what would you guys like to do? You've got a day, basically 2 days free.
Ooh,
I have some shopping I would like to do at some point, but it's not super urgent. So there's more interesting things to do.
I think shopping is not a bad idea, in that I have, as I said, like so many broken wands to get repaired.
Did we end up getting any destroyed, or were they all just broken?
Oh, mine just dissolved.
Oh,
We-
that's right.
Yeah,
My
I owe
gun.
Regan a new gun. So I actually
Need
I'll
a
go pay
good
that debt back.
gun. Maybe they'll sell a gun in the store.
I'll get you two.
Wouldn't be a bad idea actually to have spare.
That was a good one.
Truly.
Good mileage out of it, that's for sure.
Good one. Yeah, it's
I've
safe
forgotten
to
which
sell
wand was
one.
it? Was it?
It was
Magic
Force
Missile?
Barrage, yeah.
Oh, Force Barrage, yeah.
Of like, it was 3rd rank. Oh, so it was so tasty to have that one.
All right. Well, if people want to go shopping today, did Reagan want to do her test
yeah,
early?
I'll do my test early.
Okay, we'll do that first then.
That's pretty. Maybe I'll fail this time.
It's failed on
Over
purpose.
into the academy.
I mean, I could just not take the test. It's an easy fail on purpose.
All right.
Where is my stuff? There it is.
Over here.
Hello.
So you go into the faculty office and request that your exam be done early this week.
Yeah, I'm
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 schools. Wait, that's not right. It's 8 schools. I just can't count. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, but there's also crafting. Okay. Sure. Will, give me a roll 1d9.
1d9.
Yeah.
1. On a
1. Well, it's today you have to go to the Hall of Whispers. For this week's test is on necromancy.
I better not fail this. Oh my god. That'd be so embarrassing.
Yeah, so you go to Oriana Delmore's office, the Dean of Necromancy, and tell her that you've got some stuff coming up. You're busy, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. You're one of our top students. I don't mind giving you the exam early. Here. She goes to grab some parchment, scrolls, and bring them over to you.
Sweet. Watch me just completely fail this test. Be really good.
And I believe I said this is standard DC for your level. What are you? You level 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, level 8. Okay. So DC should be 24.
All right. Da, 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 da. Don't roll 1. I'll be so embarrassed. A 26.
26. Yeah, you pass. Yeah, it's a straightforward exam on just various kind of like body stitching kind of spells. And yeah, you've had plenty of experience with those. You pretty solidly ace it. So I forget how many points that is,
4.
but
It's half your
4?
level. So I get 20. About 15. So I go
So
up
it's
a
half.
level.
Where's my academy? There it is. So many system dots.
I am updating it. So
Excellent, thank you.
Yeah. I do sit around with it whenever it's time.
Excellent.
So I'm now 77th place.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, and I still owe you a lot of things. I only gave you things up to like 90th place. So
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I haven't
Uh,
had time to use any of it.
yeah, I mean, if you have magical related requests, certainly the more things in the academy are opening to you, so you can always run them by that. In terms of like item purchases and
Guns.
spell requests and services and that sort of thing, or learning. Okay, so yeah, you take the 4 hours and pass that pretty easily. Okay, what about the other two?
We're going shopping.
Yep. I'm going through my list and seeing what I can even get, because I'm just realizing some of my stuff is level 9, which may not be available. So, and some of these are uncommon, which is we'll just have to see.
Yep,
But
some
it's-
stuff. Yeah, you can certainly head out to Golden Market, down to the Gilded Circle, and do some shopping. The bazaar is a bit light, as the city is still sort of recovering from, recovering from the plague, and also just still in a sort of depressed state of unrest, as there haven't been very many merchants bringing wares to the city. It's been a lot of... It's... Thankfully, not that many people are in the market for high-level magic items, so that stuff is still kind of around, but a lot of kind of lower-level gear is starting to run out.
Understandable. So, let's see then. What is available?
Okay, tell me what you're looking for, and I can...
I am looking for retrieval belts, either the regular or greater. They are uncommon. The greater is a level 9 item.
All right. And what is this from? GM Core. Okay.
It's just a... I think it's rare because it's a nice item for purposes, so balance.
Okay. Oh, right. This one's level 9, so you just wouldn't be able to find that one.
Yeah, the greater retrieval, that's what I was why I'm mentioning that. Make sure that
Okay.
if it's not available, that's fine.
Which one's the lower level one?
Just the regular retrieval belt is, I think, level 6.
Looks
And
like
the difference
7.
is... Okay, it's level 7 then. There you go.
Okay. Give me a diplomacy check to see if you can find it
See if we can...
in the
Yeah.
old market.
Private? Public?
You can roll it publicly if you wish.
Sure. 19. Not very good.
19. Is this the level 7 item?
Mhm.
No, it looks like you're not able to find anybody who has anything quite like that. You do find a vendor who has sleeves of storage in stock.
Wouldn't need it for me. I don't know if Felix might be interested in that, though.
What are sleeves of storage?
They're extra dimensional storage, but you wear them as part of your clothing. So you can
So-
actually like put things in there and they just disappear. Nothing up my sleeves.
Is it effectively just another kind of spacious pouch, or
It is. It's a little smaller kind of spacious pouch, so you can't hold the bigger stuff. You can also place familiars in them, I guess, which is neat. I didn't realize that.
Yep. Unless,
so-
yes,
Only for an hour.
only for an hour. Yeah.
Nothing up my
Um,
sleeve. Ha ha!
And yeah, I
And-
think
and-
otherwise anything pulled from it kind of like pops into your hand, and you have to have hand free for it. But I guess it's similar to drawing an item out of a bag. But
Is it faster? Like if I had a thing in there and I pulled from my
oh,
sleeve?
actually,
One
yeah, you
action
can
to get it out of this. Yeah, the sleeves
Yeah.
versus multiple actions to get out of a bag. That would be
Yes,
getting the bag and then getting the item out of the bag.
that
So, yeah,
that sells
it's
me.
much smaller storage, but like easier to pop things into hand.
You could put a bunch of wands in there and then just pop one out
That
and then
I
put it
I
back
love
later.
And the retrieval belt was a little extra dimensional space for like a single item, I believe.
Yes, the level 7 version was just a single item. The
Okay.
level 9 would be up to 3. I think they were 1 bulk or less. Yeah.
One bulk or less,
I was
Yeah,
going to put
sadly-
potions in there and make this Diablo.
yeah. Sadly, they did not have any of that in stock. But yeah, the nearest thing you could find at a vendor was the sleeves of storage, which they're selling for 100 gold.
Yeah, I'll point that out to Felix because I imagine that would be of interest.
Yeah, I will take sleeves of storage.
I have other options and other things that I'm hunting.
All right. So yeah, go ahead and subtract the 100 gold, and here I'll just make like a. I'll drop this rewards item here. And
I
I'll just
got
drop
it.
the sleeves of- Oh, you got it?
I
Okay,
add-
cool.
yeah,
Never mind then.
I dragged
All
one
right.
into my inventory.
You know how to do this. We played enough. Okay, next item.
Next item, looking for stanching rune, or ideally a greater stanching rune. The greater stanching is level 9, and both stanching and greater are uncommon.
Okay.
They are armor runes.
Just flat check for persistent bleed. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Give me the diplomacy check.
Try again. A little better. 26 this time.
26. You are able to find the level 5 version, but not the level
Okay.
9 version. And they only have one of those in stock.
Might still be worth getting though. The other thing, and I'll just check if they have this, the advancing rune. This is not an uncommon one. It is level 7.
You want help? with
No,
these
it is level 9.
diplomacy checks?
Sorry. That was not listed here, so. Trying to hunt down items to see if vendors have them in stock.
Yeah, I'm saying, would you like aid for these diplomacy checks?
That would be useful, yeah. Since Felix knows the vendors better than I do, he would surely have better tips and on people to go talk to, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'll help out. Here. 27 to aid.
Okay, that is a crit success on the aid. Plus 2. You're trained. 28. This one's a bit more complicated. It is a higher level item than you. But Felix knows some people. He asks around, talks to some rune merchants. You can find. He finds out that there is one person who does have one in stock. They work over in the. They work with the Cerulean Society. Over at the dock trade. In North Point.
Do I want to deal with the Cerulean Society?
So you
I'll go
can
ahead and buy
certainly-
the stanching rune,
Okay.
the standard one, for
Mhm.
now, and then I'll consider the advancing one for later.
Okay.
And next on my list, that's also a level 9 item. I'm not going to worry about that. Remember, level 9 items stuck onto my list somehow. Here's a weird one: a morphing weapon.
Oh.
It originates in Rage of Elements.
Oh. Let me
And
look at
barring
it.
that, I'm otherwise looking for shifting runes.
I see. You wouldn't find any morphing weapons. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, go ahead and give me a search for the shifting ring. And it
Would
can
Felix
be
be able to help
aided
you on
as
this
well.
one? Yeah. More help with the rune vendors.
22 is a regular success, so
Alright,
it's +1.
Ugh, 19.
Yeah, unfortunately, by the time you get to the vendor who did have one, it sounds like he just sold it.
Okay. Then I need to buy some more weapons. I'm looking for a bastard sword, a gnome flick mace, and a scorpion whip. Hey, I tried to make this easy. I was just going to make
Yeah.
one weapon that I could just turn into things, but I can't do that, so I just have to buy them all.
Gnome flick mace you don't find. What was the other one you said? Bastard sword?
Bastard sword, I figured that one won't be a problem. The scorpion whip is from an adventure path. I'm not sure if that one will be available or not.
Yeah, bastard sword you can find easily. They would have them over at Slicing Dicers. The scorpion whip. For the traits of this one. Yeah, give me a D20. 16. Slicing Dicers does in fact have a scorpion whip in stock. Or something
Okay.
equivalent to it. A bladed whip.
Sounds good. Then I will pick up both of those, a bastard sword and a scorpion whip. And lastly, some minor things, some gallows teeth, and emerald grasshoppers.
Those are both talismans.
Yeah, and they're both common items.
Yeah, both of these would be available. Emerald grasshoppers are for athletics trained people.
And the
Lets
shifting
you
rune is a
leap 20
common
feet.
level 6 rune.
Oh yes, I know.
Does that make a difference?
It's just
okay.
Nope, it's just not available. Yeah,
Making sure. Okay.
you just got unlucky.
Yeah, happens.
But yes, there's like a Shawanti vendor who's got like a tent set up with a lot of different weird talismans available, and you browse them, and yeah, they have a handful each of gallows teeth and emerald grasshoppers.
All right. Well, I got a couple of the things I wanted. That's fine. And I think that's about it. It's just those talismans and... Oh, Boots of Bounding, by chance?
Ah.
Just the standard, not the greater. Level 7 item.
Nobody seems to have those in stock, but as you ask around, it sounds like Nia does over at the Gilded Knight.
Well, we'll head over to Nia's then as we finish up in the market here. As Tully's still considering whether he wants to go and deal with Cerulean Society or not. It may actually be a decent idea just in case and may also be able to get a feel for what they're up to. But we'll stop by Nia's first.
Okay. Felix, did you have any items that you're looking for?
I did. My first stop would be with the wand vendors of the city, in that I wanted to drop off both of my wands of soothe for a pair, as well as look for 2 higher level wands of force barrage. At least rank 3. Rank 4 would be cool, but I don't know that I'm getting that. I think rank 3 is what my level is.
Yeah, let me have to bring up the wands. And how much they cost? Wands. Wands. Where's this stupid table? I know what it looks like.
And then
There it is. Okay, I found it.
yeah. Let me know when you have it up, because I have one more wand that I'm after.
Okay. So what level are the 2 wands that you want to repair?
I have a rank 1 and a rank 4 wand of soothe for repair.
Rank 1 and rank 4. They'll repair the rank 1 wand for 20 gold.
Done.
And the rank 4 one, they'll repair for 120 gold.
Also done. Happy to have them back.
Because those are just repaired and not broken.
Correct.
And you're looking for a wand of Force Barrage at
Correct.
various ranks. Go ahead and just give me a diplomacy check then to search for those.
At least a rank 3. And if I could
I'll
get 2,
give
that would
you the highest
would-
rank that you can qualify for.
be amazing.
20 is a level 5 item, so you can find a second rank for 160 gold.
I'll buy it. I'll buy only one though.
Okay.
It's not
Yeah,
a
they
perfect
only have one.
replacement. Yeah. It's not a perfect replacement for what Regan lost, but it'll be something.
Yeah, sadly the 4th rank spell is a level 9 item, so pretty hard to come across normally.
I don't think there's a wand of force barrage in the catalog, so I'm just gonna grab a wand item.
Drag Force Barrage into your inventory, and then it'll ask you if you want it to be a wand or a staff, and then you can set the rank of it.
I forgot that's how this works.
Yep.
Thank you. Cool. I now have a wand of force barrage rank 2. And then the last one I wanted to look for is a wand of paralytic shock. It looks like a taser because it's a taser.
Shock. Oh, is that a specific wand?
It is. Yeah, I was browsing.
I see. It's a named wand. Okay, yeah.
It's a named wand. It made me laugh when I found it in the great list of items.
Oh, I see. It's a wand of paralyze.
But it
That
looks
also
like
does damage, which is fun. Okay. Sure. Give me a roll for that one. Is a
on dice.
8th level item.
Ooh,
That's good.
32. Yeah, that'll succeed. You do manage to find one 3rd rank wand of paralytic shock. The vendor has to look through all of their stuff, and then it's amongst a few other sort of lightning spells miscategorized. But they dig it out for you.
very cool. I will happily take it.
And then you head on over to the Gilded Knight to peruse Nia's wares, and yep, she does in fact have a Boots of Bounding in stock.
Then I will happily take that off of her hands. I'll also pull out the scythe that we took off of Van Dyson, just to see if there's something we can do about pulling off any of the runes off of it.
Oh, that's grisly.
Isn't it?
Yes. Ugh, disgusting. The The property runes I can't do much about, but these fundamental runes could be removed, if you wish.
I'm sure I could find better use for them on my weapons than Dyson would on hers. Oh, right. Rolf's key dagger, I'll pull that out as well. Same deal to see if we can pull the fundamental runes off. Or if the property runes will come off of this one, I'll take those two.
That works for me. Yeah, she can remove the property runes from Rolf's dagger as well. Do you want these transferred, or do you want them just
Would like them
pulled off?
transferred. I'm trying to figure out which weapon I want them on at the moment. Let's go ahead and put the +2 and all of the property stuff. We're going to put that onto this nice new bastard sword that I picked up. So everything
All
from
right.
Rolf's dagger is going to go onto the big sword instead. And the fire axe is going to get upgraded to a +2 instead from a +1 that it was before.
All right.
+2 striking. I think it's... Is it R striking? It was not, so it'll take both the +2 and the striking.
All right. And I forget what's on the dagger. Do you remember?
Oh, the dagger had serrating and decaying.
Ah, okay.
And +2 striking.
All right. So yeah, she'll take care of those. It'll be you could probably find the normal transfer prices. She'll just
I'll
do it
find 'em.
for base transfer price. And you can pick up the items tomorrow.
Sounds great.
Did you want to do that
Harrowing.
armor rune as well?
Yeah, let's go ahead and take care of the armor rune as well. If she can apply the stanching rune to my half plate, I'd appreciate it.
Yep, she'll do that for free as part of it.
Oh, very kind. Thank you.
Ah, you're valued customers.
I hope so. I mean, I guess we're giving you business of some kind, but try not to cause you problems, at least.
Yes, I appreciate that, actually. By the by, have you seen, any, blue-haired, youths about?
Blue-haired youth? I don't believe I've seen any recently. Do you know somebody that you've lost, or?
He's a customer of mine, Philario.
Lario?
Yes, he's been acting a bit strange lately, and I tried to offer him some advice, but I haven't seen him since then, and I was a bit worried.
Well, I'll keep an eye out. If he shows up, I'll send him around your way. Strange.
He was
Just
asking
hasn't
around a
shown up
lot.
at all, or?
Yes, I haven't really seen him since, he was asking around a lot about, ways to, pretend to be a woman.
Okay.
And, well, I put him in contact with someone from the Cerulean Society who had such a magic item, and I just haven't heard anything back since then.
Okay.
Now you have two
Okay.
reasons.
Well, I was debating going to talk to the Cerulean Society anyway, so might as well keep an eye out for Philario while I'm at it.
Oh, if you hear anything, do let me know. He's just been acting so strangely.
Do you think they would have done something with him?
I hope not, but you can never know when you're dealing with them. I tried to warn him, but
Times are strange these days anyway. Alright, well, I'll keep an eye out for him. That'll probably be tomorrow. I'm not going to go by today. We're not dealing with the Cerulean Society while unarmed, so.
Fair enough. Anyway, so I'll have these ready first thing in the morning for you.
Right, appreciate it. Thank you, Nia.
She waves and
I'll head out.
the bell jingles as you exit the shop. All right. Anything else? You still have basically a full day of downtime if you want.
This is just an idle question. How
Mhm.
how illegal was the midnight oil that Rolf had? Like, I get the feeling that everything in that room of his was bad in some way.
You're guessing he stole that from the academy.
Ooh.
At least that's what
Uh,
Regan would have said. If you had talked to Regan about it, Regan would have told you that he probably stole it because it's only allowed for like very, very specific occasions and only under like the supervision of a high-end faculty member. Like they have to like bring it out for you. And
Totally not a thing I could buy.
correct. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Maybe if you were high enough standing in the university.
Yeah. No, I think that was one of my only other things that I thought was really nifty to have another one of.
Okay.
And like that scroll of teleport I burned was 9th level, so we're not getting that for a minute. Sadly. But no, I'm good.
Okay.
At least for now.
Death is expensive.
Yeah.
Yep.
I should stop doing that.
Well,
Come
the good
back
thing
from
is
death, but it will have a cost.
Jason can continue to give us fun toys, knowing we will burn them almost immediately.
I mean, what are fun toys if not to be, to be used?
It's true.
All right. Anything else today? You can do downtime stuff if you wish.
I'm gonna buy
Where's
a
Lizzie
ton
at?
of scrolls.
Sorry. What are you doing, Regan?
Oh no, that's later. I'm just writing down all these scrolls I want to buy,
Okay.
and that happens
Uh,
later.
Lizzie's working at the Script and Scrimshaw.
Okay.
I might not have her on the map, but
No, that's fine. I'm
Okay.
thinking.
oh, I see.
And we haven't seen Maeve come by at all, even though she was recently nearby working outside of the hospice, correct?
Correct. Yes, you've not seen Maeve since that day.
I think we're going to take the day off and probably relax a little bit at the Script and Scrimshaw. It's been a while. And I was recently dead. Feels like it's a good time to take some time for myself. We can't exactly explain that to Liz D, but, you know. It's fine.
Then you have a nice evening at the Script and Scrimshaw. Business is booming as people are excited to kind of get some semblance of life back. More and more people are hearing about the Script and Scrimshaw, so there's like a kind of a line to get in, but your friend owns the place, so you always have a seat or a table should you require.
Might just end up in the kitchen. That's fine.
We can find you a place to sit. But I think I'll actually run the place for once. Like, enjoy like being in the bar that I'm ostensibly supposed to operate.
We've been like proxy operating it for a while.
But specifically, I'd like to like level it up.
Okay.
I think it's been a while since I've done so.
Indeed, I think it's level 1 currently.
Can I jump multiple levels, or is just I?
Yes,
level it
yeah.
up?
You can. yeah, if you've got the money, you can certainly pay to level it up.
Let me see how much of a dent I want to put in, because there's always money in the bar. Yeah, let's take it up to fourth.
You just have to
floor
add
level.
each of the costs together.
Yeah.
So
I'm doing the math right now to make sure that I can pay for this. I don't want to spend all of my gold, but I think I can afford to. Yeah, I can afford to bump it up to fourth level.
okay. So that's
825.
825 gold. Yeah.
Yep. Goodbye, gold.
Jump that to fourth level. As you buy a we'll say that you while you're at Nia's, you put in some orders, maybe earlier in the week even, to get some new tables. Since the place has been so packed, you need some outside rooms, so you get a patio built outside, or at least you get some cinder blocks or whatever the equivalent is. Fantasy cinder blocks to sort of block off a little patio in the street. You get a couple tables outside.
Get my own little parklet.
Yeah, you have a little parklet there. And so you can fit more people than usual. And yeah, business is pretty booming then. If you want to actually run it today as well, you can go ahead and give me that alcohol lore check. The DC, now that it's level 4,
is 17.
It actually jumps to 19.
Ah.
Right? Yeah, level 4 is a 19 DC.
I don't know how to read charts then. Okay.
Great. DC level 4, 19. Am I looking at the right one? I think so.
My copy of the script and scrimshaw subsystem says that level 4 is a DC 17.
I have a different DC. I put a different DC in here that's not the normal standard DC by level. Is that what I did? I guess so. Oh yeah, I only increased it by 1 each time. Okay. It is DC 17.
That's 29 though. I mean, either way, I think it's a crit.
Oh, I wasn't looking at yep, that is a 29. Cool. Sweet. What did I say you get when you crit succeed? I mean, I guess that just sets the daily earnings, which just last for a while. Where's my... Oh, this table doesn't have the earn income. Earn income. Table. This. Where's the actual table? This one? Yay, this one. So that is a critical success. What is today's in-game date? The Harassed 11. Thank you. Critical success, and you're earning... I'm going to change this. I'm going to give you, double whatever the value is in the chart for running, because earning income is so low. So, let's see. I'm going to go, you know what? I'm going to times earning income by 4. Because I'm wild like that.
Oh, crazy.
GM balancing on the fly. So for a critical success on what? What are you? You're trained in this alcohol lore?
Yep.
So that would normally be 7 silver. We bump it up to the next level, which would be 9 silver. We'll call that a gold, and then we'll times that by 4. So 4 gold. I'm just being wild. Okay.
Invest 800 gold, earn 4 gold. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not
this
much.
Is how business works.
But yeah, you get this 4 gold every day. You only have to roll the one time. So for the next week, until like Frost 18th, you, as long as you spend time at the script shaw, you get that gold. So a little small income, nothing too
Yeah.
crazy, but it does. I'll rethink the benefits.
Every bit
There's
adds
more
up.
benefits.
And like, I actually think I might be at the Script and Scrimshaw for the next 7 days, because it seems like the city is returning to a shade of normal, or at least people are coming to the bar now.
Sorry, I'm thinking about the system now. I shouldn't go into design brain mid game. But yeah, new plates, new dishes on the menu. Things are looking good for the script. All right.
'Cause, yeah, this is like Tace's first opportunity to really cook for the bigger crowd.
Yeah, since prior to this, you guys are basically just doing care packages. Now she's here and working up a storm.
Very cool.
Everyone's complimenting her on the food. She's asked you for like some part of the like new menu is like her asking you for some ingredients that she hasn't seen or that you didn't have in stock. And she's making a lot of kind of traditional Parisian cuisine. The kind of stuff that like your mother might have made you when you were a kid that you didn't know how to make. Yeah, it's becoming a nice little place. Okay. And otherwise, that was a relaxing evening for y'all. Regan, do you have any downtime you wanted to do?
Oh yeah, I have so many options. I am gonna end up buying a bunch of scrolls. That doesn't really cost time other than the next day. I would like to take a guest lecture cantrip class for 8 hours. Yes,
All right.
8 hours.
Yeah, you join in on a guest lecture today. What spell are you trying to learn?
Forbidding Ward, I think.
Ooh, okay.
Where'd it go? It's here. It's in F's. There it is. Yeah, it's a cantrip, divine occult. Ward an ally against attacks and hostile spells from target enemy. The target ally gains a +1 status bonus to armor class and saving throws against the target enemy's attack spells and other effects. Heightened 6 status bonus increases to +2 with a range
All
of
right.
30.
Did you attend a guest lecture already, or?
I did, and I got the one that stopped you from dying, stabilize.
Okay. My intention was to limit it. I'll allow you to do the second one.
Okay.
But you can't normally get the adapted cantrip feat too many more times, so or like
I see.
more than once really. So, but I will allow a second one.
Excellent. There's not too many I want anyway, so it's kind of just this.
Yep. Yeah, allows you to grab a cantrip from a different school that you wouldn't normally be able to, as they teach you some tricks of the trade. But yeah, you're able to learn Forbidding Ward.
Nice. Oop, and there it goes. I'm surprised it doesn't stop you from putting it in there.
They probably just allows you, yeah.
And it just doesn't really care. It's like, sure, it's a spell. Okay, cool. I have to do the money. Because all
Yeah,
the
no
spells I'm looking for are common. So, for now. I had a chart for this.
And that'll kind of take up basically the rest of the day for the whole party. In addition to your scroll purchases, which you can put in some orders for them and get them the next day.
Here's the scrolls.
Did you need a sec to do the scrolls, or?
Oh yeah,
Well,
I
I
have to
couldn't.
count how much money.
Okay.
Because I have
I-
way more than 12 that I want.
All right. In that case, Tully and Felix, what are you up to the next day?
Order to pick up, and then Cerulean Society, I suppose.
You want a friend to go with you for that part?
Up to you. I'm hoping there's not going to be any issues, so
Like, I would like you to come back in one piece, and I think I'll come along for the ride, if only for that.
fair enough.
You know what? I forgot to add a little Cerulean Society guy. I think I've got them in my folder here. Action folder. There they are. NPCs. Oh, actually, it's this one. Oh,
Here's a random
my-
thought. Does that alchemy kit that we have let us make the I'm trying to remember the name of the explosive that you used on the side of the hospice. A Fulu?
Oh, Fulu. That's a magical item more than alchemical, if I recall correctly.
Okay.
So, but it's demolition Fulu is what it's called.
Go look that up.
Yeah, it is a magical item. So, we would have to know how to make magic stuff.
Yeah, you'd need craft magical, or what is it, magical crafting. One could certainly learn how to do that. Talisman dabbler. Are they talismans?
They're just consumables. They're Fulus technically. They're
I
their
think
own thing.
Fulus are. I think they have the talisman trait, don't they?
They have the Fulu and consumable traits.
Okay.
They also have a tradition of whichever magic tradition of the creator. And some Fulus have the talisman trait if they work similarly to talismans, but not all of them do.
Ah, okay. I was thinking they all did, but I guess not all. All right.
We have a slightly more subtle way of entering spaces now, but it certainly was fun.
Not a bad idea. And there are surely other things that can explode if we need to cause explosions for distraction purposes. I don't know how easy it'll be to get black powder in the city, though.
Not super easy. It's a pretty rare thing around these parts.
I would expect it to be. Yeah.
You're not super close to Alkenstar, but it's not impossible. That answer would change if one of you was playing a gunslinger.
That's all right. Nobody is.
Um,
We can check in with the Cerulean Society. They may have connections that might be able to hook us up if that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, give me a reason to be along with you.
Okay, so you guys make your way over to the dock trade at the north side of the city. And as you do, you pass by a number of a lot of Grey Maidens patrolling the streets. Weeks ago, it would have been a very common sight to see plenty of Corvosan guards, but or even Hell Knights while they were sort of assisting with the guards' activities. But with the guards dramatically thinning ranks, they've largely been replaced by the near sort of constant vigilance from the Grey Maidens. But they're not aggressive to you or anything like that. They're just marching along, putting kind of sort of intimidating in their big steel armor with their faces completely masked, and they're a little unsettling, but at least there's some amount of order again in the city. And you make your way to the dock trade. It is a bustling place filled with different merchants. I believe may have been here before, I think, when gathering rumors.
Sounds right.
There are a lot of different vendors who all are varying degrees of legit and shady looking. What are you doing first? Are you going toward... you got a tip on a particular vendor there who sells runes.
Mhm.
Is that where you're going first?
Yeah, we'll head in that direction to begin
Yeah.
with, though also we'll be looking out for any... I don't know what kind of item, I don't remember if Nia specified what it was that she was providing to Thalario, or was suggesting for Thalario to use in conjunction with him
Potion.
dressing up. Was it a potion? Okay, I
I
wasn't
remember
sure.
the words was a potion, yeah.
So then that's
She,
what
I don't
thought.
think she said... She didn't say potion. She said an item to change sex.
Yeah, see, that was
Item.
that was what I was trying to remember,
Yeah.
if it was specifically mentioned what kind or not. But I would imagine that's going to be alchemical in some nature, so some sort of potion maker or alchemist. Just keep an eye out for anybody nearby. Also, anybody with blue hair.
Okay.
Any anime characters?
Yeah, no blue-haired people seem to stand out as you make your way through the various shops at the dock trade. You do spot the vendor you were looking for, and as you approach them, a woman kind of like stops. She's dressed all in like kind of a deep velvet navy blue dress. Here, I'll show you what she might look like. Here you go. She's got kind of short blonde hair. She seems to be a half elf of some sort. But she's got this the Cerulean Society like a gem in the shape of the Cerulean Society logo around her neck. She just kind of like puts a hand in front of you as you approach the stall. Sorry, you're not regulars here. State your business.
Looking to become regulars. Gotta start somewhere, right?
She looks you over. You can see her like scanning you for like weapons, and just like assessing your general vibe.
He definitely is giving off guard in plainclothes vibe. Like not like actually trying to be in, but more like an off-duty cop sort of vibe that he's giving off right now.
She glares at you. You
If-
stink of guard.
If I see this going bad, I'd kind of want to try and jump in, and I think I have a feat for that. When I see... Gosh darn it, where is it? It's, yeah, you observe a target's attitude toward yourself or your allies decrease as a result of your allies' behavior. In this case, it's just, Tully existing.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'll try to like smooth talk our way out of this moment. So I'll give you the deception roll that distracting flattery demands, and try and see if maybe it would make sense to accept it. Oh gosh.
Ooh, that's a natural one.
I would like to use a hero point there.
All right, you got 3.
That's wise. Oh no! Oh, we are not succeeding tonight.
Oh, no.
So that was a natural 1 into natural 1. She glares at you and
Ooh.
no. Sorry, we don't do business with the guard. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you both to leave.
Here, I thought the Cerulean Society did plenty of business with the guard, but apparently I'm mistaken.
Not unless
I
you're going
will-
to pay dues, she says, kind of putting a hand at her waist, and you can see that she's got like a dagger strapped there. She's kind of casually holding it as if to like ready in case you try something.
How much are dues? So I imagine the guard pays quite regularly, but perhaps we're behind.
These are personal dues. We only do business with members of the guard we trust, and I don't trust you.
Well, sure, we haven't met yet. Name's Tully.
She kind of scoffs. 50 gold.
Tully pauses for a moment, and then we'll slowly start to reach for a bag at his side, and we'll pull out 50 gold. It'll take a moment because he's got to count it out, but
Pleasure doing business with you. As you hand her the gold, she takes it, pockets it.
seems awful steep, but fair is fair. Want to make sure we're all up to date.
Of course. Prices are prices, Mr. What did you say your name was?
Tully.
Tully. Just don't make any trouble. And she'll step aside and gesture with her hand to allow you to approach this. Well, she's like, it looks like she's kind of like blocking a set of stalls. One of which is the rune vendor.
I will try and slide right past without hopefully getting too close. Trying to stay away from the dagger. I don't know what she's got on that, just in case. But
yeah,
we'll
you
go
move
in.
past her, and she watches you the whole time, but she kind of like leans up against a railing as she does so. Ah, greetings, my friends. What brings you here today? Do you seek to sample Rafir's fine wares?
Something like that. I was told that you might have a certain kind of rune that I was looking for in stock. It's an armor
We
rune
can
that's a
carry
little hard to
many
find.
magical runes.
Something
Yeah.
good for advancing when your enemy's been cut down.
Ah, yes, I have the perfect thing. It was taken from it was found in a grand vault, some ways north of here. And he like goes under his booth and shuffles around. Where did I put it? Ah, yes, here it is. And takes the runestone out and places it on the table. It was originally on on some sort of ancient silvered longsword of sorts. But it was removed because the sword was too. I hear it was actually cursed.
Oh, how terrible. Well, I'd be happy to take this off your hands then. What would you go for on it?
For this, I am not willing to part with it easily. 700 gold, I think, is suffice.
700 seems pretty steep, especially since I just had to pay your lady at the door. Tully's gonna look over and see, is that lady still there? Was she even associated with any of this?
She is not standing there anymore.
I was like, oh, he's paying her. Oh, shoot. That was probably dumb. And Tully very slowly realizes that he's been got for sure. 700, you said?
Yes.
Is there anything else in the shop? We might try and get him to throw in a freebie for that amount, but I don't know what he's got.
He's got his selection is largely just a variety of different rune stones. If I had a cool item roller table thing, I would do that right now, but I don't have one on hand. But he does have a few. He does have a lot of like lower level runes.
Nothing I'm gonna worry about then. It's all rune stuff. Then any of that's gonna be a little bit too spendy for me to be like, just throw that in for free. No, that's all right. So Tully will pull his bag out and will start to count out in platinum this time. 70 platinum worth to pass over.
Ah, very good, very good. Thank you. And he slides the runestone over to he takes the runestone and he places it on a piece of like thin parchment and like folds the parchment over it nicely, sets it into a like a small brown satchel, closes it.
I that's all right. I can just take it. Before
Are
he
you
puts it into
sure?
the satchel, yeah, I'll take it. And actually,
Very
once
well.
I've got it in hand, I'd like to have Felix take a look and just confirm that it's what it's supposed to be. Just at a glance, maybe.
Yeah, I'll give it a look.
Yeah, you don't have to roll for it. It is what he says it is.
Okay. That as he starts to pack things, Tully immediately gets nervous about things disappearing on him, as that's already happened once in the last 5 minutes. So
you get the sense that the people he tends to sell these runestones to don't actually have weapons. That they just
fair.
want them for like decorative purposes or something.
What a weird choice. Especially putting it on a sword, it doesn't even work on weapons. No wonder.
Oh, sorry. Was it? Yeah,
an armor
maybe he
rune.
doesn't know what they're for. I forgot it was an armor rune.
That's why I let it go. It was funny. to me.
A great story.
It fits with everything else. People just, oh, shit.
You get the sense that he doesn't know exactly how it works.
He's just here to sell. That's fine. I will look around though on our way out again, trying to see if there's any potion or alchemy type of vendors or magic consumables. Looking to see if there's any children around. Seems like a strange thing to find in a place like this, but maybe. I don't
Okay,
remember she
give
said
me
how
a-
old he was, but I'm assuming teenager.
Yeah, she described him as like a teenager. Sounds like.
Yeah.
Like maybe late teens. Like
Shouldn't
18, 19-ish.
So kind of taller, so younger is what I'm looking for. Then that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. So perception.
Yeah, perception.
Okay. Secret.
No, public.
Public.
Can I also help out with this since I'm with?
Yes, you can both roll separately.
Okay.
That is a 22 from Felix and a 31 from Tully. You guys browse the shops unmolested by any further Cerulean Society members. And none of the alchemical shops seem to sell this particular type of item. You see some love potions, but nothing like nothing that modifies sex or gender. But you do spot a vendor who seems to have a variety of magic clothing items for sale.
Okay.
And they seem to be they're like advertising a headband that makes your hair change colors and that sort of thing, like different kinds of equipment or clothing that changes your body in various ways.
Kind of wander over and take a look at these things a little closer. And who's running this shop?
This shop is an older man, probably, yeah, older Varisian man, maybe in his 60s. His hair is very white with like splotches of black, but he's also kind of like dyed parts of his like beard and mustache in various colors. Or you think it's dyed. It might be the effect of one of his many multicolored clothing items that he's wearing. But he sees you looking at the wares and have you come to find a new you?
Perhaps. Just mostly looking around, but you definitely caught my eye with your things here. What's all of this about? Just different changes of clothing, fashionable styles?
Yes, I find that life is boring when you're always the same way. So, I sell things that allow people to become who they really wish to be.
Interesting. Things like
See,
what?
you must
Just
be-
these... Go ahead.
Oh, I see that you must be in the market for becoming more attractive, perhaps.
Sorry. Tully's face, I mean, he's been sporting a smile this whole time, trying to be pleasant. It's a little more strained now. I wasn't initially, but now that you mention it, I suppose I could do with a little bit of a glow up. And admittedly, his clothes are a bit worn at this point. He has not been spending time to take care of himself until basically yesterday. So it's been the first time in a while.
Well, I certainly have items that will get the ladies, or the fellas if you wish, turning their heads at you.
I mean, show
And
me
he starts
around.
like rifling through the clothing racks.
And actually, I was curious here. A friend of mine said that she sent somebody nearby, and actually it was the reason I thought to come and take a look. A gentleman, young lad, actually came by looking for something to help change from male to female, or to change to whichever gender preferred. Do you have something like
Oh.
that?
That struck some memory. That was a while ago. Yes, there was a young person here, not... Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
blue hair?
Yes, blue hair. Yes, of course. Yes, I sold them my last girdle. It's fine
good.
quality.
Girdle that allows you just to change straight up. Is that the idea with those?
Yes, well worn, it changes your sex to whatever you wish. It's quite a fancy sort of item, very rare, in fact.
Tully has been
not-
doing his level best to understand this whole situation and is not doing well. But is still listening along and nodding and smiling, still a little bit strained. Just, yeah.
The yes, I only had one left. It was not many people come by looking for such a thing, but they seemed very enthusiastic and wouldn't take no for an answer, so I finally sold it to them. It's not one of my creations, though. No, it's a purchase of import of mine.
Oh, you import these sort of things as well? Where from?
All sorts of various places, yes. Exports, imports, various countries, yes. This one I heard was one of a kind, part of the selling value, but seemed to never go for anyone who wanted it, so I ended up selling it for a discount to the lad.
Well, I hope they're very happy with their girdle, I guess.
They seem to be so, yes, they seem to be so.
Now, if I was looking for something to allow me to change my wardrobe suddenly, change up in the middle of a party and make a splash or something like that, do you have anything for that?
Oh, yes, I do have those sorts of things. We sell tearaway clothing, if you want something like that.
That sounds more like something I'd be into, yes. And Tully's going to spend some time shopping with him. Might actually pick up some more tearaway clothing, but...
Yeah, he's
Unless
got
he thinks
tearaway
that he-
clothing. He's got experimental clothing. He has, I forget what else. Weird clothing stuff. A lot of weird clothing,
I think I'll buy
but also
some more.
magical clothing items.
Don't know if I have some tearaway clothing or not, so I should get some. That way I can change on a moment's notice. So we will pick up some tearaway. How do I spell tearaway?
TEAR hyphen away.
Hyphen is what I was looking for. Yeah, 5 silver. So we'll buy some sets of clothing, probably stuff that is reasonable and fashionable for wearing around on the street that doesn't look like I'm a cop. Hopefully.
Yeah, he's got a pretty wide selection, and he actually calls over his assistant to come help. Yeah, you're able to shop just fine.
Some fast fashion-esque shit, but it's supposed to be torn
do you
off at
ask-
some point anyway.
Any other questions for him?
Yes.
Or all good?
As we're starting to wrap up, so I wanted to actually, now that you mentioned it, as you saw them, we haven't seen them in a little bit since we sent them this direction. Do you know where they went, or something happened?
Oh, they said something about trying to make training or something. Something about City Hall or Longacre Building. I don't really remember.
Training at the Longacre Building, huh? Interesting. Oh. Interesting. Well, I hope they made it in due time.
Yes, they seemed determined enough. It's something about a sister, something or other. I don't really pay attention to these things. But, what about you, sir?
He looks at Felix.
Taking nothing away.
I mean, I do try to keep up with the current fashion trends, but I'd always love to see what the latest is. Like, I would be remiss if my jacket wasn't at least a little bit fantastical.
Then you're in luck. We do have some of the finest fashions here, direct from Absalom. Yes.
And he shows you his like high fashion clothing section, and they're real nice. Like fabric wise, impeccable. All the latest trending vests and jackets, and a rainbow of colors.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I'll look for something in green.
Okay,
Had a
yeah,
purple jacket for a while.
Yeah, green jacket definitely available in the high fashion fine variety. Grants a +1 item bonus to make an impression on nobility and upper class folk. And those are 55 gold for any like set, any outfit.
I will do these things. Thank you. This looks amazing.
Yes, well, do come back. Anytime.
We won't have to pay 50 gold to get back in. We'll see. And
Did I
Tully will-
recognize her like in any way as a member of the Cerulean Society that I might have even periphery awareness of, or were we truly just robbed blind?
She was certainly wearing the garb of Cerulean Society, and you know that they wouldn't take that super lightly, so she probably is a member.
Okay, so just robbed mildly blind. Not
Yeah, regular robbery, not like highway robbery. So
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But don't worry, she's probably paying her sin tax for that. All right. Well, it sounds like you guys are done at the dock trade. Any other things you want to do today?
I wanted to go see if we could find someone who makes musical instruments. I was specifically looking for the trickster's mandolin. I believe the grader is at level.
Trickster's mandolin grader. Yeah, that would be level 8 versus the regular, which is level 4. Sure. Diplomacy check to gather information on where one of those might be. Yeah, this could be aided by Tully if you wished.
I don't think it's needed.
Oh. 32. Yeah, you're fine. You do hear about some fine instrument makers. Where would they be? Yeah, they're probably not too far away from here.
Or an old Corvosa.
Unfortunate.
Oh no.
Yeah, there'd be a fine instrument maker. Yeah, just somewhere a couple of blocks north of here. Yeah, this building. Who sells a variety of different instruments, fine, non-fine, magical, non-magical. And they do in fact have a mandolin in stock that is enchanted in the greater fashion.
I will happily take a trickster's mandolin.
All right. And my understanding is that it's a coda item, which is basically like a staff, but for bards.
Yep.
It's not
it
for
comes
attacking.
with- No, not for attacking, sadly. You
I
can get like
mean-
bladed instruments, I think.
But coda coda items are specifically not weapons. They're just
Ah, okay, yeah.
instruments.
Yeah, needs two hands to play, but while you're playing it, you can do some cool stuff.
You can change it into something? Is that what it said?
Oh, you can change it into different types of instruments.
Ooh, make it a hurdy-gurdy.
So yeah,
So,
it can
they
basically
need to be different handheld string instruments.
Hurdy-gurdy.
Is a hurdy-gurdy? I don't remember what a
The
hurdy-gurdy
strings
is
are on
it-
the inside of the instrument, but it's a stringed instrument.
It's a
technically.
stringed instrument. It's a very weird instrument. if you've
Oh,
ever
these
seen one.
things. Oh, yeah,
Yep,
yeah. Okay. Well, like organ grinder.
Yeah. We'll get Majenko out, and Majenko can do like little tricks while we play the organ or the hurdy-gurdy outside, and get some easy gold that way. I'm sure.
Why don't you
Oh,
do
yeah, what
some
a
tricks while the
wild
hurdy-gurdy
contract.
plays? Why does he have to do it?
That's a fair point. It's a fair
He's
point.
a regal creature.
And I mean, it may not be bladed, but maybe I can reinforce the neck, and it'd probably hurt if you got whacked about the head and neck with it.
Next time on third action, Felix has become El Kabong.
I do not object to this.
Bong.
All right. Anything else?
Whack. I'm good.
All right. Well, if you're working at the Script and Scrimshaw today, then you get your daily 4 gold.
I get my gold.
And eventually, once you have enough like employees and stuff, it'll become like you need less and less time of you being there to earn that bonus cash.
Yeah, I think if I hire a bartender, it just becomes 4 hours. Which may be something to do next time. I don't want to conduct an interview right now, and I don't think you want to either.
Yeah, so I'll need a little warning on that so I can find some potential characters. But all right. Yeah, anything from you, Tully?
Not until tonight.
Regan, what you doing?
Oh my god. I'm learning so much stuff. There's so much housekeeping. So I did send a list of 12 spells that I was going to buy, which should be 444 gold total.
Where's that? Just in Discord?
Yeah, I put in Discord. I can put it in
Okay.
chat too if needed. But they're just there for, and I've been changing them because I realized I had other scrolls as well as Rolf's book, which I completely forgot about. Because he said I can learn stuff from his book.
Yes, you can learn spells out of his book.
So there's a bunch of stuff that I would like to learn out of his book.
And you can also, if you want, you can like rip out his pages and then start preparing from his book instead. If you wanted
yeah,
his special
I figured.
effects. Yeah.
Oh, he gets special effects. Oh yeah, he does. I can just rip the pages out.
Yeah, or his pages anyway.
Oh, his pages. Oh, do I just like have the pages?
Yeah, you can basically have the pages separately. Like you don't. I mean, you could leave them in the book too, just
Yeah, I don't
thematically,
wanna
whether or not you.
Yeah. I don't rip his little pages out, but I can use his book. Is what you're saying?
Yes, you can use his book, but you need to any of his spells you have to copy down into your own shorthand.
Okay.
Because like you can read his notes, but you'd have to like kind of learn what he's actually doing before you can fully understand any of his given spells.
I see. Your last action was to cast a necromancy spell, and then you get a little bonus. Okay. So, I'm mostly learning stuff.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
So
with my-
overnight you purchased Dark Vision, Deafness, Agonizing Despair, Clairaudience, Stinking Cloud, Shrink Item, Distracting Chatter, Fireball, Scrying Ripples, Phantasmal Killer, which got renamed, I think. What is it now?
Because it's still that in the spell list.
I think because they made a new named version of it, they kept the old one, but I'm gonna have you use the new one.
Okay. Whichever one that is.
What's it called?
What?
Oh wait, there's like a remaster. Vision of Death is the new one.
Vision. Let's go down. There it is. All right, they have the same picture.
Yep.
Let me just fix that. So I remember. There we go.
Okay. Yeah. Vision of Death, Chromatic Armor, and Zephyr Slip. Okay. So yeah, you're able to find all of those. I don't think any of those were uncommon.
They're all common, yeah.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, the Academy will have those accessible to you. You buy them for 444 gold, and then you do some learning for the rest of the day.
I do. Learning so much.
What is your Arcana modifier?
Let's learn. I've just hidden my character sheet.
Oh, okay. I can look at it.
There it is. Okay, there it is. Come here.
Looks like plus 18 because you are a master.
I just found it. Good for me.
Okay. Well, I guess let's get to rolling. And yeah, which spells do you want to learn first?
For simplicity's sake, I'm just gonna learn starting from the top at Dark Vision and going down.
Okay. The rank 2 spells you actually learn basically automatically because you have a plus 18 and the DC is 18. Even if you got a natural 1, I guess on a natural 1 you would still fail.
Mhm.
But sure. Okay. Roll twice.
Let's do it. Let's fail. I don't know why.
Yeah, you're not quite at natural 1 is a crit success. So yeah, unless you had assurance.
I do have assurance, actually. Well, I got a natural 20.
Oh, okay.
Roll. But I do have assurance, so it is.
You have assurance in. I know you have assurance medicine. Do you also have assurance arcana? Oh, you do. Oh, okay. Okay. But I mean, the crit makes you learn it at half cost.
Woo! First.
Do you have the costs there?
I do. It's
Okay.
12, then level 3 is 30, level 4 is 70. So it'll be 6.
Okay.
For that.
So yeah, a crit success learns that at half cost for Dark Vision.
Cool. And then.
Then deafness.
Deafness, I'll just assurance that. I don't really care.
Okay. Regular success, so full cost.
Level
And
3.
the rank 3s are DC 20, so you have to try a little bit more.
I will try my best. So I'll do
Oh,
agonize.
sorry. Does assurance? Oh, maybe assurance doesn't quite actually. Assurance makes your bonus a +10 currently.
So I'll
Is
just.
that right? Oh, sorry. I can't.
Oh.
Let me see. I roll that. Okay, with assurance, your bonus. Your okay. Your base assurance is 24. I can't read, so you can actually assurance your way through up to rank 4 spells.
Okay. Well, let's do that. I just don't
So
want to
yeah,
roll.
Yeah, ignore the 23. Yes, with assurance, you can learn spells up to 4th rank for the normal cost.
Oh man, we're gonna learn so many spells. All right, except for that one spell that was 6. Everything else will be 12. I'll calculate that later. Level 4s. So I have 3 of those.
Okay. I mean, those you also assurance. Because, yeah, the DC for those is 23, and you have a base of 24.
I see. Well, goodness, I don't have to try.
So yeah,
Okay,
as a master, you just
so-
you spend the time, which I think is, I forget what your reduction in time is, but
It's half the time.
okay. But I'll kind of assume that you've been doing this over, like, you've had like a week and a half in between other downtime stuff. So just learn whatever spells you want then, up to rank 4.
So I'll just keep. I'll just learn a bunch of spells, and make sure I know the money.
Yep,
Pretty
as long as you subtract the appropriate amount of money, that is fine. You just add a shitload of spells to your spellbook, as you have time to study.
All right, cool. Well, I'll go do that.
All right.
Ignore me again. It's
Yay, assurance. All right. Cool. So, Regan spends the day, and perhaps some of the previous days, fitting in some spell practice, studying, putting in the hours to master more spells in their pursuit of
and if I
knowledge.
learn from Rolf's book, is it just like the same kind of thing where it costs the amount that it normally would?
Yes. There are the 2 exceptions to that, which are his 2 unique spells.
Oh yes.
So if you wanted to learn Unlock Flesh,
Ooh.
it is rank 1, but it is more complicated. But even with the higher DC, you still auto-learn it.
Okay.
So you can learn Unlock Flesh, and then I think Infused Vitality or Infused Decay might be the same. Yeah, Infused Decay is also a rank 1 spell, and yeah, even with the modifier for its rarity, you would still be able to learn it. So.
And
Yeah.
they cost the same, or they cost?
Yep, they cost the same. Yeah,
Okay.
same amounts to learn. Rarity that won't affect their price, just their DC.
I want to do a bunch of math and moving stuff around.
Okay, and you can do it in between sessions too.
Okay.
So we're getting close to the end of this one. All right, so sounds like we're shifting to nighttime. I see Mayhem's already in masked up and ready to go.
Yep. We're going to go work the North Point district tonight.
The night is yours. Yeah, go where you want to go. Where are you going?
We are heading back to the North Point district, and we will be working probably in the neighborhood, I think around Northgate, primarily.
Okay. So like kind of north of like the Longacre building, City Hall, and closer to the or like in the sort of upper area, which is Northgate. oh, sorry, the middle area was Northgate actually. Right.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, I think the red area on the map is what I marked as Northgate. Yes. Okay. So yeah, you stalk the streets, ready to fight crime. Let me pull up your subsystem, which is still
Where'd that
technically
go?
unfinished. I'm really bad about. Fortunately, when
It's
you
not
get
like you don't have things going on in life.
yeah, but sometimes you get like 80% of the way through something, and then you're like, ah, that's good enough. Even though
My
I
problem
like
is
editing
I'll
it.
get 80% of the way through it and say it's good enough, and then I come back 3 months later and look at it, and I have to tear out another 50%
This is
and redo it. all.
garbage. Yeah.
Yes, this was wrong.
Why did I
What
do
was
it like this?
thinking? Or just, I could have done this so much better. I
Yeah.
could do it so much better. I'm gonna have to do it better. Let me fix this.
Sometimes you just have to cut it short.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So, mayhem. The darkness calls to you. We're going to hang out in North Point. You can. What was the order? You pick a type of person you're gonna help.
Let's see. Choose a district to fight crime in, and a common victim in that district to fight for.
Yep.
You will choose a criminal, and we choose. Oh, we need to choose a crime level, which would be, I guess, level 8. I don't see any reason to go.
Yeah,
lower
you
offhand
could go
knowledge.
lower level if you wanted to fight easier crime.
Take it easy tonight, since I'm still recovering. Maybe. Nah, we're going for 8.
Okay.
All in.
Justice
gonna
never
hurt.
sleeps.
Neither do I. As far as defense, I imagine looking at the list we've got here, unless we want to just go for the district residents in general, I would probably focus on the Corvosan merchants, I believe.
Okay. So yeah, a lot of merchants do business in this area, and you decide to do some patrols around the various shops, stalking the rooftops, keeping an eye out for any would-be theft or vandalism. And in the process of doing so, you hear the sound of like splintering wood and broken glass coming from like a block away from you.
Start making our way on the rooftops to find out what's going on. See what's damage is being done.
You see as you get closer, you hear you hear first like a jingling sound, like bells, like tiny bells or something, and you hear somewhat like a muffled "Let me go," as they're being like dragged through maybe glass or something, and as you get to a rooftop above them, you can like see into the alley where this person is being dragged, and there's like a tall kind of slender figure who's like got their hand over this person's face and is like pulling them. They've got like a knife in one hand, and are like dragging them like deeper into the alleyway. So
I hear jingling, you said?
You do hear jingling.
I think we're gonna try and jump down on top of her from the roof and see if we can tackle her from that direction.
Okay. So this will be overpowering.
Yes.
Go for athletics.
All right. Actually, does my jumping spider ring play into this at all? What does that do again? It is... I guess I'm jumping as part of this, so... Can I
Sure.
use that bonus? Okay.
Why not? I'll allow it.
Hey, that's why I ask. 36 total.
36. Okay. You clock that sound perfectly, and you like jump rooftop to rooftop till you get into that like where above that alley. You watch this person like dragging this shopkeeper deeper into the alley, and you hear them like whispering something to each other, and you just drop down on them. The victim lets out a scream as you kind of like drop between them. You hit the assailant in like square in the chest, and they like tumble back. They let's see. Where are they? Does that work? Maybe this works. The figure is a tall, maybe woman, slender, wearing a looks like a theater mask, sort of etched into like a permanent smile.
What are you doing here? Why are you getting in my way?
Just having some fun, she says, as the person is screaming and running out into the streets. They draw a second dagger and kind of lunge at you.
I don't end up responding, instead just taking a defensive stance to start parrying and trying to take her down. As we will not be doing this non-lethally. If we take her down lethally, if we take her down at all. If we take her down lethally, that's fine.
Okay. So you engage in a like hand-to-hand knife v
Bastard
fist
sword
fight. Oh, bastard
Actually,
sword. All right, bastard sword comes out.
When he recognizes the jingling, he will be pulling that sword out, that brand new sword, and will not be holding back. He will take her alive if he can, but he will take her dead if necessary.
All right. The battle is quick and brutal. You are able to pretty easily, not super easily actually. You are able to overpower her. She's much faster than you, much more agile, but you wear her down with each strike. And eventually you like knock the blades from her. Like you hit her hands hard. She like drops the daggers, and curses and kind of like backflips away from you. But you manage to like close the gap, grab at her, and like you grab her mask, pull it from her face, and reveal that yes, indeed, it is Jolestina. She glares at you.
Here, I thought you'd be interested in joining your boyfriend in death. You're gonna run away now?
There's so much fun to be had.
And she kind of like jumps and flips away.
And Mayhem will start taking off after her, and she is gone before he can surmount the first rooftop to get any sort of vantage.
Yeah, once you get up there, but she's fully departed. But you've managed to fully step in and save this person. There, you spot them a few blocks down, kept trying to catch their breath.
Yeah, just make sure they're okay. If they were being dragged through glass, make sure they're not bleeding too badly. But
yeah, they were
So scared. I was just trying to close up shop, and that mad woman came in and started saying something about how she's going to slit my throat if I didn't cooperate.
She was a mad woman. It's okay. You fight. You did a good job. She won't bother you again. We're keeping an eye out.
Thank the gods. How could I ever repay you?
I don't need payment. Mayhem will actually take that kind of offensively and like step away from him a bit. I don't need payment. Just be a good citizen. And don't get killed. That would be sad.
All right. Well, you gain. That was a critical success on
Woo.
fighting crime there. You managed to stop Jolestina from taking a victim.
There'll be more, unfortunately.
And so that is 2 RP respect with the merchants of the city. Let me write that down just before I forget. RP. And despite your protestations, he will give you a gem worth 100 gold.
All right, fine. Funny, thanks.
Please, I insist.
Very well. Just look, we're just trying to take care of everybody who's out here. You do the same. If you see someone in trouble, do what you can.
I will. Thank you, sir. I'll try.
And the gem itself is like a sapphire. It's like a
Nice little
pretty
sapphire.
hefty blue gem.
That sapphire. Don't really need that for any sort of collection, but since we sold some of it already to pay for Tullios' resurrection. But that's for the best. We'll spend the rest of the evening continuing to scout and try to track Jolestina, but I get the impression she's going to be keeping her head down for a minute.
Yeah, you try to find her or like find her trail. Actually, you give me a survival check.
Sure. Oh. Oh, but I got rid of the thing, didn't I? Damn it.
What happened?
Hang on. I had a feat. Do I still have that feat? I do. If I'm trying to track in the city, I can use diplomacy or society instead of survival.
Ah, okay. Eyes of the city.
That's what I was checking for, because I am not trained in survival at all. I was like, I have something to do about that. So we'll go with society in this one, since he's not really talking to people as much as just trying to use the routes and the streets that he knows to think of where she might have tried to dive down, what areas she might have tried to hide in.
Yeah, using
That's
your
a natural
knowledge
one.
of the city. Oh.
Uh,
Leaving it
yeah.
on the natural one, or
We'll keep it.
Okay. Yeah, you try to go to the usual spots you might suspect someone could go hide out, but no sign of her. Wherever she is, she must be hiding pretty good. But it is certainly unsettling that she's still out and about.
Still causing problems. She can't leave well enough alone. That will be the rest of my evening.
All right,
Or going back and crashing at some point.
indeed. The remaining hours pass.
Still sort of want to know how long she was stuck in that elevator vestibule.
Could have asked her. Not that she knew that you were there. She only knows you from the Carowin Manor, not...
Didn't know we were involved at all. Is it Star Day?
It is Star Day, Frast the 13th. Crowds are gathering over in the North Castle Square. The festivities aren't until noon or so you have time to get up, do your typical prep.
All the good morning things. With how the guard's been going recently, I think Tully's gonna go in plain clothes again.
Okay.
Just seems like they're
Tully
not
will-
fully operational, and while he would be happy to help, so far they haven't called and needed him, so...
Yeah, last time you were asked to assist because they were short-handed, but
Yeah.
they seem to... Nobody's come to get you, it seems.
So, didn't need me. That's okay.
Anyone else doing anything before the golden hour?
I'm waking up, and that's about it.
Help with breakfast.
Moseying over.
All right. Yeah, the script and scrimshaw is pretty busy. It's buzzing as people are excited for today. Not everybody's going to go see what's happening, but people are happy that this whole matter will finally be resolved. That the man behind it all has been caught, and that he will be served justice as he is due.
Maybe. We'll see.
See what kind of justice he actually gets.
I feel certain that there will be a body. I don't know what body that may be.
Well, and you guys want to do before? Are you meeting up at all, or are you just going independently?
We should meet up this time, I think.
Yeah.
I would meet up. I'll go to the script and scrimshaw.
Yeah. If Lizzy's working today, I'll take her into work, and we might even, if depending on what we're doing today, maybe we'll go together. It's a family event, you know, executions.
Lizzie wasn't planning on going.
And she can stay if she doesn't want to go. That's fine.
I'll give you both breakfast and we can head out together.
All right. So, yeah, you agreed to all meet up. By the time you arrive at the Script and Scrimshaw, breakfast is there and ready. And once it's like 11 or so, you decide to head on over to the event. Shields from Flame would actually go with you. Oh, no, she won't. She's here. She expresses that she'd like to go, but should really stay behind to protect the bar. So she'll do her job. And yeah, the group of you makes your way down to the North Castle Square. Where do you go relative to the stage? So there's a lot of people in the crowd. It's pretty similar to the last execution you were at. It looks like they've got a stage set up against the northwest wall here. That's kind of barricaded off with sort of makeshift wooden fence or wooden barricades. And there's just a lot of space out in the square where people are just kind of milling about. There's vendors along the side selling food. There are jugglers, musicians trying to panhandle to people as they wait.
I get like close enough to see people's faces, but not close enough to get splattered on.
I hope that splattering isn't in the cards today, but I suppose.
Yeah, traditionally there's enough of a gap that you are well outside the splash zone.
I would like to be able to determine if possible that this is Dr. Davalos if they're going to show his face. So
Yeah.
Close enough to be able to confirm that at least would be nice.
Yeah. I think last time I was all the way in the back, I ended up having to bum rush the crowd to get to the front. I'd like to avoid that.
So not like front row, but like how many rows back?
3.
3
I
rows
was going to say
back.
3, so
Yeah.
that works.
Sounds good.
All right.
We can get ponchos if you're really that worried.
Oh, I'm not worried.
Let's see. Right. Okay. All right. So, you guys somewhere in the crowd over here. Heroes back.
Ooh. Oh my goodness.
All right. So big sea of people.
Wow.
You are roughly
Ooh.
3
Where's
rows
Waldo?
back.
Mosh
Uh,
pit.
Oh no, we're dead.
You can see that, there's a lot of people assembled here for today's festivities. A regiment of the Corvosan Guard is sort of maintaining the barricade, keeping the crowd back from getting too close to the stage itself. The stage is much like you last saw it. It's got a nice little board there to lay a subject's head over, a little box to catch the head. And you actually see the executioner up on the side there, sharpening his broadsword. He's getting ready for the execution proper. There are also a number of gray maidens about the stage, standing still, resolute, clearly there to make sure proceedings go nicely. And then over by the sort of stage throne to the side are a number of Great Maidens who are just kind of surrounding it, flanking it in case of any danger or interest. And there too you see, I don't know if all of you have seen her before, but you do see Corditra de Stade,
I
one of the
know her.
commanders. Show you her again.
Yes.
Uh,
Gosh, their armor is so cool still.
It
So
is.
jealous.
It's so cool. I love how they look. I think there's a reason why the Grey Maidens are popular.
Mhm.
But yeah, we got Creditra. She's over there. And up on the ramparts are the Sable Company. Clearly standing guard, including Marcus Endron, the commandant of the Sable Company.
Griffin guy.
Yes. Griffin guy, who we met very early and talked to briefly at the party the other night. They all seem to be sort of just kind of standing solidly, keeping an eye on proceedings. Some of them are doing rounds, flying around, but I'm not going to move them. They're just doing kind of basic laps to confirm security, watch out for any potential dangers from above. And then off to the side, you see Field Marshal Croft talking with a small cluster of guards, clearly like giving them duties and assigning them to stations and stuff. And it's not long before the fanfare is sounded, and a procession of soldiers, Grey Maidens, appears at the far western side from the castle. And they are kind of marching out, led by the familiar plumed helm of Sabina Marin, who you recognize from the speech she just gave a few days ago. Well, at least playing on it. Felix, you were there. She gave her speech in the same scarred helmet. But she's there leading this tight procession. And that's when you realize one of the red figures amongst her group is actually the queen herself.
Ooh.
The queen, the last time you saw her, she was dressed in the dark blacks and grays of mourning. She was very clearly in a state of sort of like sadness or depression in the wake of her husband's then death. The Queen Arabasti you see today is almost like a different figure entirely. She's standing tall. She feels more confident, more assured of herself. Instead of the blacks of before, she's wearing vibrant reds. She's not wearing the typical crown of Corvosa either. She's wearing this sort of brilliant golden headpiece. And she is very proudly like waving to the crowd as she walks. And I'll give you a look here. She's also carrying a bundle of fresh roses as she waves to the crowd. And I mean, she looks good.
She's doing great.
She's doing great for herself. She seems happy, almost smug in a way. There was something strange about her. But instead of marching her over to the throne, like the sort of display throne that she sat at last time, the guards all kind of march her over to the stage. And Sabina Marin leads her up the steps towards the gallows. And that's and that's when you notice behind that trail of Grey Maidens, who are now kind of like flanking out around the stage, was another Grey Maiden who is dragging behind them a bound Dr. Reiner Davalos.
There he is.
There's someone who looks like him.
He looks sullen. His arms are bound in manacles. His feet are chained together, and he's borderline being dragged by this Grey Maiden as she leads him up to the stage. The Grey Maiden's part as they lead him up. The crowd cheers as they see their queen take the stage, and it seems like even they haven't quite realized that the doctor has been brought forward. But he's set up. His neck is laid over the bench there, and Sabina hands the queen a small wand, maybe some kind of small wooden stick, which I think you might have seen before. And the queen seems to kind of like twist it and activate it. And as she clears her throat, her sound kind of echoes through the crowd. And as Sabina kind of like steps away for the queen to step forward, the queen looks out at all of you and says, "My loyal subjects, this episode is over."
Yeah. Thanks to the queen.
Yay! The episode's over. To be continued. Come back next week to see the exciting events that will take place
On third action?
On third action. Maybe.
In general.
Maybe on second action. Maybe first action, actually.
Depends on how
You'll have
initiative
to,
goes.
yeah, you'll have to find out. Chaz thought I was in character, got him for a moment. Yes, I I realized after I said it, I was like, oh, that's just kind of a badass thing to say. But yeah, next time. For it's getting late and I'm getting loopy. And I want to be on top of my game for what the queen has to say. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned. Yeah, you can follow us on socials and socials. We don't have any socials. You can follow us on twitch.tv/third action every Monday night at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, or on our YouTube, youtube.com/third action. We're just little guys. We're just little babies. Come subscribe to our channel. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. See y'all later. Farewell.